Okay, we're back cooking with Sharon, and today I have a breakfast option for you. I haven't given you all too many options of breakfast, but haven't you ever thought about, when you're hosting family in town or friends, or you're away on vacation, you may have rented out a house, and you just need that breakfast option that's filling and easy to make. Well, I think I have a great option for you. And one of my friends slash showers gave me this recipe. She used to make it all the time. And I said, you know what? I remember this breakfast casserole that you used to make, and it was a bomb. So I think I'm going to try my hand at it and implement it here at RX Catering. So let's get started. And it's so simple. We have some basic ingredients that you see right here. That you can pick up from the grocery store. You need 2 of these crescent dough sheets, unless you're going to make your own dough. But I would suggest, we're trying to make it easy for you, so I would suggest you pick these 2 up. And then we have potatoes. This is from the frozen section. You could cut your own potatoes, but then that's a whole nother process of cooking them down. But these are just regular frozen potatoes. I prefer the ones that have the onions and peppers in them. Unfortunately, they just weren't available today, so we're going to do our own onions and peppers. And then, since we're trying to be somewhat healthy, I decided to use this particular meat as our protein today. What you could use is the Jimmy Dean sausage that comes in the tube, the sage flavor. You could use regular turkey, ground turkey. We can ground it up. I'm taking the easy route today, which is, it's okay because this is actually a really good product. And we're going to use the already cooked turkey sausage crumbles, and then we're going to add in some other things. So what we're going to do before we really get started is I'm going to saute some diced peppers and onions that I had already prepared, just because I want to add them to the potatoes. This is personal preference, taste. I just want a different flavor to it. And like I said, the potatoes that they had available at the store didn't have them already included. So we're just going to add them ourselves. And as our skillet is getting warm and heated up, I use a little bit of olive oil. We'll just let that cook. And then we're going to take our pan that we're going to bake in, turn your ovens to 350, and this is going to be, I would prefer a little bit longer pan, but you can use something like this. It's just that your casserole is going to be a little bit thicker. So I'm just going to take some regular pan spray, make sure that it is well coated, and put that off to the side while that's cooking. And you could add in some seasoning if you wanted to this, but we're going to add it to our mix in a moment. So while that is cooking down, we're going to take our crescent, our dough, and well, that heat is a little bit high, that flame. All right, so we're going to take this and we are going to coat the bottom of our pan that we've already pre-oiled. You want to make sure, you may not need to use the entire amount. If your pan was a little bit longer, then maybe not, but let's see what happens here. I like dough. Okay, so maybe not. It's all good. We're going to take this. We won't need both of them. If your pan was a little bit longer, then we would use both of them, but we're just going to press into the shape of our ham that we have, that we're baking in. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so used to not using, if you need, look, all you need to, while you're at home, you should practice kind of like flipping your sauteed vegetables, but you can use a spatula or tongs. All right. So we have everything in our pan right here. Just line it nicely, even it out. And like I said, it looks like we're only going to need one of our doughs, which is fine. If your pan was a lot longer, then you would use both of them. Just make sure that they are lined up together. Okay, so we have this almost ready. I'm going to make it a little bit softer, even though it's going to cook somewhat while we're in our potato mixture. And then we're going to take, this calls for, I think it's 18 eggs. So I use liquid eggs here. So we're just going to use the entire carton of eggs. But if you're using the actual whole eggs, that's fine. Just crack them into a bowl. And you can put everything in your bowl. I have a 1/3 cup of sour cream we're going to add. And also a 1/3 cup of milk. Okay, that's looking very good. We'll put all of our ingredients, the liquid ingredients, in one bowl, along with, I have a teaspoon of ground mustard. We'll put that in, along with a teaspoon of salt. We'll add that, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay. And we'll just whisk this all together. This should be good. Yep. Okay, turn that off. Whisk this all together. Like this. And I have sage over here just for additional flavor. If your sausage already has it included, you don't need to add it, but I'm going to add just about a teaspoon of sage. Mix that all together, and we already have our crumbles like I explained earlier. These are already seasoned as well. So I probably need a bigger bowl, but that's all right. Let's see how we're going to work this out. I had one off to the side. So we'll take, I just want to mix our potatoes and our peppers together so they're nicely mixed before I add them to our breakfast casserole. You want to make sure that your potatoes are thawed out. And we'll mix everything together like such. Okay, so we have everything ready to build into our casserole. Okay, so first thing first, we're going to add in our crumbles or whatever meat protein that you've selected. Make sure if you're cooking your turkey sausage or your turkey, your ground turkey, make sure you drain the fat if there's any left off of it. And you're going to just add everything in. We'll do that first, your meat first. All right. Then we're going to add in our potatoes next. Just make sure that it's nicely even. And then we're going to add in our egg mixture. Just make sure that's nicely mixed. That sour cream sometimes takes a little bit to mix up. So we'll add that. And then I have about 2 cups of cheese that we're going to top everything off with. Okay, looking good. And we'll just finish it off with the cheese. It's like I said, it's about 2 cups. I love cheese, so it may be a little bit more. um, but definitely you need about 2 cups of sharp cheddar. All right. So it's ready to put in the oven. Like I said, your oven should be on 350 already, and we're going to bake it for about 35 minutes. Okay, so we'll see you momentarily. Okay, right out of the oven, it should have baked for you. It's a little hot still. It should have baked for about 35, 40 minutes, but you want it a little brown on top. So you may had to have adjusted just a little depending on your oven. So let's cut into it and enjoy. Okay. Let's see what we're rolling with. Okay. See, it's casserole. Oh, it's piping hot, and there we have it. So we can plate up. I put mine with some fruit, but again, we can cut another piece. Again, this is complete because it has your eggs, it has the potatoes, and it has the vegetables in there. So you really don't need a whole lot more added to this. Okay. So again, something quick, simple, and easy for your family or group. Brunch maybe. Again, we appreciate you joining Cooking with Sharon. We'll see you next time.